So Niranjan, what do you think about Cyrus Mistry's appointment?
Well, complete surprise for sure. And this is just the second non-Tata to lead the Tata Group, although he's part of the extended family, so to say. But yes, a complete surprise. And he's an unknown quality, so it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out in the coming months.
But Ratan was also relatively unknown, wasn't he, when he took over?
Yes, he was unknown, and in fact, he came with a slightly mixed record because his projects like Nelco had never taken off. So in a way, after he took over as the Tata Group, he completely transformed as a leader. So Mistry also could do an encore in that sense of people not knowing much about him, but he could be an inspirational leader. He could change the Tata Group, but as of now, too little is known about him.
To me, the significant thing is also his age. He's only 43.
Yes.
Which means if he serves his full term, he'll be chairman of this group for 32 years.
Absolutely. It means Ratan Tata was, I think, 54 or something when he took over. JRD was 34. So he has a long, long way to go. So I think it's going to be a slow process.
He takes over at a time when there's been a generational change of sort at the Tata Group also, hasn't there? A lot of senior executives have left, retired, not left, but retired largely. And a young crop of leaders has taken over.
Yeah.
What do you think that played a significant part in this also?
Absolutely. This is part of an overall generational change. In fact, if you remember when JRD also left, within a few years, many of his trusted lieutenants left. Of course, that was a very controversial time because they clashed with Ratan Tata. But so similarly, I expect a transition in that group as a whole, that not just in Tata Sons, but even the operating companies over the next 3 to 5 years, we'll see an entire new generation of leaders coming up. And in fact, to be fair to Ratan Tata, he has been grooming a lot of people, a lot of people in their 40s who have been gradually sort of brought into leadership roles in the group. So I think the Cyrus Mistry led Tata Group could be significantly different from the Ratan Tata led Tata Group.
The good thing is he doesn't have any of the satraps to deal with, right?
Absolutely.
He takes over at a time when no one person is strongly associated with one of those companies because most of the older guard have retired.
Yes, absolutely. So and the interesting thing is now how he's going to run this group because JRD ran it as a federation, which had its advantages and its disadvantages. Ratan Tata actually centralized a lot of things into Tata House, into Bombay House. So whether Cyrus Mistry goes the JRD way or the Ratan Tata way is going to be interesting. And we do see a lot of Indian industrialists now behaving like business groups behaving like private equity people. They're sort of more capital allocators than hands-on operational managers. I think the Ranbaxy case is, of course, the most famous. After they've sold out Malvinder Singh and Shivinder Singh have operated as quasi-private equity people. And there's a lot of other groups which are moving in this direction, where the center is basically looking at group strategy, human resources, and capital allocation. So it's going to be interesting to see how Cyrus Mistry takes the group forward.
Which probably means that Cyrus Mistry will have less of an operating role, right? And more of a ownership kind of role.
Could be, yeah. That's a possibility, and it's something which investors would really be keen on because this dynamic between the group companies and the center, the corporate headquarters, it's always interesting dynamic. And the Tata Group is by far the most complex group in the country, right? They've got so many companies, so many sectors. They've got global operations. So this dynamic is going to be the one to watch, I think.
There was a lot of speculation about this appointment. A lot of names of global CEOs were bandied about. A lot of newspapers said the appointment would definitely be of someone from outside the group. There was also some talk of Ratan Tata's half-brother, Noel Tata, becoming the chairman of the group. So in many ways, it's almost shocking that they've picked a dark horse whom no one knew about and who's very, very low profile to head the group.
Yes. I think the talk about the global CEOs was pretty much, as you say, speculative. There was very little factual or sort of sourcing of many of those stories. Noel Tata was an intelligent guess because he has some operational role. Then he was moved into the Tata Industries portfolio. So there was a certain,
Logical
series of events
progression.
which
Exactly.
suggested that he could be in the running. Plus, he was, of course, Shapurji Palanji's son, and he is Shapurji Palanji's son-in-law. So there was something going for that theory. But as we see, it's Cyrus Mistry.